Okay, I'm sorry. It's going to be in two parts today. And my son just called. That's what happened. It somehow knocked it off when I was recording when my son called. Um, I I was able to know that he's okay today. He still has some little things going on. It's like a more or less like a lockdown, I guess, or whatever for other people situations. But that's what happens when you live your life the way he was living his, where you don't respect your parent or your parents. Those things happen. But like I said, again today we're in two parts, so I'm going to put this in. This is going to be on in two parts. And I was speaking about funding an account that's on my page for some people. So let's see about getting that done. But anyway, I wanted to say something. I want to tell my nieces I'm so proud of them. I'm really proud of them, and I want to tell Tiki, which is Tamara Fugely. Tiki fought, struggled from the first grade on up to do what she had to do as a child, a motherless child. Because my niece died at 15 when she had her. And she is her mother in full. Just such a beautiful heart, such a beautiful person. She's so smart and intelligent. She's very bold. And no trouble. Just leave her alone. And I want to tell my niece, Chelsea Francois, congratulations. I want to tell Tanae, another niece, power to you, girl. Strength. Strength is what brings us to keep moving on. And keep on moving on. Y'all don't stop. Don't stop. Also, I want to speak of our family day, which is Memorial Day weekend, the 28th. The Francois Jefferson, we get together, and I think it's at Lake Fawcett Point. And Pamela, my sister, Pamela Francois Archangel, she's doing the thing with the shirts. So if y'all plan on attending and you want shirts, all we do is it don't cost you no money. It's just getting together and cooking your own foods or whatever, and then I don't know. And if it does cost anything, it ain't gonna be more than $50, if that much. That's just something if you want to do something. Anyway, let's just work things out for each other. Let's just work things out. So do what you can do for somebody today, which is please go and fund for the funeral expenses for someone that lost their life on Mother's Day morning. Which, like I said, I don't know. Oh, Jesus, I don't know how I would be, but I know the faith that I have in God that somehow, some way, I would make it. So to you, this family of, I'm gonna have to apologize because I don't know the name. I just shared it to my page of the family. I'm gonna ask y'all to be strong. If anybody see this that's a member of the family, y'all be strong. Be strong. The Lord gonna make a way. Trust me, something gonna happen to where things are gonna work out for y'all to be able to bury your loved ones. And just keep praying. Keep the faith. That's all y'all can do. But anyway, to the graduates of 2016, I commend y'all because that's 12 years. Keep going. Don't stop. That you got up in the morning, went to school, did your work, did what you had to do. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Because you see something, baby, knowledge is power. And knowledge is what you know. You can't take away from me what I know. I don't care how far I went in school. I'm intelligent. I'm very intelligent. I come from an intelligent family. I have a niece that just left to go to Columbia. I don't think my nanny went, which I thought he was going too. But Nanny, you need to call me because I want to know. And Bliss, enjoy yourself. Bliss Francois, enjoy yourself. Post lots of pictures. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your mother. Your father's mother. Because I saw your mom post. And hey, sister, I love you. Grenade Francois Prater, I love you. Okay, so back to what I was saying about family not being loyal. What are we going to do? And I'm speaking of, you know who you are in your families that's not loyal. I'm not speaking of you that, like myself, I'm coming to see about my family. I'm going to see about my family. Anything dealing with my family, I'm going to make a way somehow, some way. If I got to start selling shit, I'm going to make a way for my family. And I'm not talking just my children and my husband. I'm talking his children, their children, their children. We gonna make a way. And that's what we have to do in life. We have to make a way for people. Look, I have people and that I know that I shouldn't have funded, is what I'm gonna say. But I did it, and I did it from my heart. And you know, it's the sad part that they think you don't recognize when they don't come and at least say thank you, or you don't hear from them no more and things like that. But let me tell you something. God is worthy of a praise. He's worthy. And every time you think you're fooling me, I'm praying. I'm praying that things get better for you. Because evidently things was better for me at the time for you to come to me, but you didn't think about it, that maybe you pulled something and maybe I paid your bill with my bill money thinking that you were going to give it back to me. And that's the type of things that people do when I say family isn't loyal anymore. Stop using your family and work it out. If you borrowed something from somebody or something and you don't have it, just talk to them. Go to them and say, look, baby, can you wait a second or something? But when you do have it, I don't care if it's $5 or $10. Try to say here, thank you. Stop using people. Yeah, that's what I said. Because you don't know what a person have going on because they have a good heart. See me, I love unconditionally. My mom told me on her dying bed that I was never going to have nothing because I give everything away. She told me to stop doing that. And then she told me again, the Lord was going to always take care of me because I was a giving person, because I have a giving heart. My husband thinks that I'm a fool, but I'm not. Because I feel as though when I was going through all the things I was going through, times when the insurance company booted me because things, were not settled in a way, is all I'm gonna say right now. It'll be a later story when I say, But somehow, some way, we made it. And when I had to see the cardiologist, you know what I'm saying, that's like $250 when you go. And sometimes, I had to go like a few times, and, a couple of times in a week or whatever and things like that. Nobody knew what I was going through. But when you came to me and you asked me or I felt like you needed, I was there for you. And no, I'm not saying this for anybody to feel like they owe me something or anything. I'm just saying about loyalty to family. Be loyal to your family. Family strong. You understand me? If family stays strong, like I always taught my children, that's why they so close. You want to see me tear their ass up? Let them go against each other. As they were coming up and still tell today. I remember one time, LaCondra was having her little, whatever she had, her little spats going on or whatever, and her and Racy needed to talk. So I spent the night to Racy's house, and I laid on the couch as the mediator, and I let him speak. And Racy told LaCondra if she would have did such and such a thing, that she would have jumped on her. LaCondra said, and I would have jumped right back. Or Racy said something about, jumping on her right now or whatever and stuff. Now, that's not something that Racy says. That's not Racy. That's not her heart, but she was very upset with LaCondra. I still ain't opened my mouth. I kept my own fold across my chest. Like I told you, that's my relaxation point when I'm laying down. And I looked at Racy and I looked at LaCondra. I bet you that subject changed. I want to see y'all fight amongst each other. You're going to be loyal to your sister. Because if I close my eyes today or tomorrow, I want to make damn sure. From day one, I want to make damn sure that they got each other. It's many people I look at today and I say, Lord, if such and such was here, they must be turned over in their grave, like the old people say. And that's how I feel with my brothers and sisters. If we were to have some beef. And we have beef. But it's not beef where we're going to try to hurt and kill each other. We're going to work it out. You heard what that song just said? I'm a willing vessel. And that's how I started off this morning on my first video. I'm a willing vessel for the Lord. I opened my eyes this morning. The first thing came to my mind was to see if somebody funded that account to help that lady or that wife or those people bury their family member. Look, we go and no, it's not our responsibility, but God will bless you for blessing. God will bless you for blessing. A lot of times we got to understand something. He going to stress you before he bless you because he want to test your times and see how far can you go. So if you know that you can help somebody today, help them. And I'm not talking about just a hug. After you help them, then give them a hug. And you don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to tell nobody. The reason why I'm saying that I'm going to fund the account, even though I can go anonymous, because I have. I'm saying it because I want y'all to know that it's important on my heart right now. It's placed on my heart. The Lord has placed it on my heart to come here and talk to y'all and ask y'all to help. And those of you who have already been to the funeral home to help or to the family to help, monetary wise, help. I noticed lately that people don't even really do repasses anymore. That's because for a repass, people didn't spend money. And nowadays, people not really taking this into consideration of how much we need life insurance. So then they gotta scrape up, go and borrow something or wait on people to do it. And people, like I say, families isn't loyal anymore. So they don't cook anymore like they used to and bring things to the repass. For a repass. But yeah, Lord, let's speak of something. How many of y'all played people with things like having to bury a family member and somebody helping you out? They do funds, and when I look again, you're at the casino or something. They help you fund your situation. So people get tired of you using them and making fools of them, but not everybody like that, y'all. And if they are, you got to remember one thing. Remember one thing. They who trying to call themselves fool you, punk you, they got to serve whatever God they serving. He'll take care of that. Do what you have to do today. Do what you have to do today for the Lord. Fund that account, help somebody, and watch how he bless you. One thing me and Racy always talk about, and it's paying your tithes. Even if today you take your tithes money and bring it to that funeral home or to that family, you watch how the Lord bless you. Because I know that somebody, go to your church, people. Go to your church, mama. Go to your church, wife. Go to your mother's church, wife. If you don't have a church, mother. Go to somebody's church that's in your family and tell them you need help. You'll know if that's the church you should stand in and say, glory to you, Lord. You'll know. You'll know if the pastor is right. You'll know if the church is growing. Because even if they themselves say, well, listen, We don't have big money to give you because some of us just starting. You know what I'm saying? Some of us just starting a church. But we won't charge you for for somebody to come in and sing and shout. But we'll pick up a collection. We'll have a second collection today. So you will know. Because as I said, no, I don't go to church anymore because I've been hurt in the church. And yes, I know y'all saying, well, everybody get hurt in the church. No, everybody don't get hurt in the church. You leave one church to falling right into the same thing. And it was a time when, see, like I said, I'm raw and real, baby. It was a time when a sister in the church hurt my feelings because they were the church that I had started going to. They were going to have a conference, and one of the members had been doing the MCing for a while, and she said that let somebody else do it this time. So since I had already did it before and I didn't have a problem with it, I felt like the Lord had said open your mouth and say I'll do it. Well, there was a sister in the church told the other sister that now she felt like she was disrespecting the first lady. Excuse me? If the Lord is going to use somebody else to show something else, you had no business opening your mouth. So to me, when the first lady didn't open her mouth either and say, well, let Tanya do it, I felt like my feelings was hurt, and my husband was sitting in the back of the church. It was a little thing they called after the Sunday morning. And then I had to go back to church and I had to watch her preach. And I felt like at the moment, now I still see her as fake as hell. Because if the pastor can appoint you to do something as preach, this is something the Lord placed on his heart that you were ready. Why didn't you feel that I was ready? Why did you feel you had to step in on something that a sister said, let somebody else do? Long story short, is it because it just goes to show you no matter who's preaching or what they're doing, it doesn't mean that they're right. It doesn't mean that I'm right, but I tell you what, I'm coming to you raw and real. I'm as right as I can be. So that's why I feel as though God has placed this on my heart, and he's been placing it on my heart to go around ministering as a motivator. So today I come to you again, ministering to you as a motivator, to motivate you to go and fund that account that's on my page, people. I don't care who you are. Accept your blessing today from me by going fund and help bury this mother's child and this wife's husband, these kids' father, if I don't know the situation. I'm just speaking to help a brother, to help a sister today. It doesn't have to be just that. It could be somebody that you can afford to pay their light bill today. Do it. Because I wish somebody would pay mine. It would help me, trust me, with that almost $500 a month insurance that my husband and I have to pay every day for me because I'm out of coverage area with my insurance coming from New York with my husband, off of my husband. And let me tell y'all something. If something happened to my husband, I'm going to be okay. But this mother, this wife today is not okay. She's hurting. And if y'all know who she are, y'all heard that? If y'all know who she is, give me her name, please inbox it to me. Because I want to bless her. I want to hold her. See, because we don't know where we're going to be. Do you know? Do you know where you're going to be today? Do you know where you're going to be today? Because no, you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. You don't know where you're going to be the next minute. Things are rough for us. It's rough. And listen, and you love me through my bad. That's God. So who are you to judge anybody. Who are you? Take your time. Be slow to anger. Be slow to speak. And I know what I'm saying. I know how I'm saying it. Because we fast to talk about other people and their problems and what's going on. You see, because I told y'all about the time when I was getting ready to say about the time, but my phone went off about my mom, when my mom passed away and things had got so rough for her. So that's why I don't know how it's going to be for me having life insurance right now. And that's why I told y'all the other day, or was it yesterday, day before yesterday, on one of my volumes, that if it comes to a point where I can't pay my life insurance so it don't be a burden on my family, I'm coming to somebody. Somebody gonna pay it. Because I don't want this to be a burden. And y'all could take this the way you want, but this is a burden when you gotta go begging people and asking people and doing benefits and things to bury your loved one. Listen, when my mom passed away, I heard that she didn't have no insurance. Mary Khalees, I love her. I miss her because she did. Nope, not gonna cry. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea when you have somebody that I remember. She would tell me if I would go to her walking up sad or something, don't you dare come here looking sad. You better take that to God, girl. And from young as a mother, I remember that. So to lose her and her not to have no insurance was kind of hard, because this is things that was taught to me. And this is a woman, if she wanted a car, she would go pay cash for it. I remember when she bought that Maxima, she paid whatever cash for it. I know, but I ain't got to say. So it was hard, and I said, you know what? I don't care what nobody says. I remember I got on the phone and I called her best friend, Master G. Master Ass Kicking G, one of the baddest DJs in town. And I tell my son, watch him and follow him. I like the way, I know y'all super DJs, and yeah, I'm getting off. Y'all know sometime I come off. I know y'all super DJs. Y'all don't like those young ones to come and, y'all don't like to give them props and stuff. But one thing I can say about him, he was DJ Bab at the time. Now he's DJ B-Rock, DJ Broderick. He gave my son props, and I was proud of that. But I went to my mom's best friend, which is Master G, Derek Broussard. I've been friend with this man for years. Yeah, he might be, a little big right now and stuff, but that was a fine man. And in my heart, he's still fine with me. So I went to him, I called him, and I left him a message, and I said, G, call me such and such, which, when she was in the hospital, he was there, and he told me he wasn't coming back because he couldn't stand it. And I understood. Men sometimes can't handle things the way we can. That's why y'all need to respect us as women, because we y'all backbone. Things that y'all can't handle, like seeing the sight of blood, sometimes you faint. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we see it every month. It is what it is. So anyway, I called him and I told him, on the message and stuff. He called me back, and I told him, I said, I'm in awe that my mom doesn't have insurance, but hey, things got hard, very hard for them. But instead of helping, it was people in the area, even where she lived, talking. And the people that came and y'all looked out for, thank you. Because as much as she had her ways or whatever, she had our back. She had your back. She would tell you off. She had your back. And that was one of the things I loved about that woman when I first met her. Because I saw a lot of me, of tell you in a minute how I feel. And you don't have to be rude and disrespectful. Sometimes you have to. Anyway, G said, okay, let's see what we're going to do. So he got with DJ Black, another great DJ. And shout out to my son, DJ Marvin. Okay. I'm going to hit the rest of y'all later, but I got to get this done before my phone go off and I'm approaching my 30 minutes. He went to Twine Antoine Roy Elite, that's another person, y'all. That man got a heart of gold. And I thought of him last night, like maybe I can go to him and I can ask him to let's do something for these people that lost their child and their husband. But then I'm like, how do you go do that? And you're just out of line. And that's the type of things that I think are doing me. And like my children got to stop me sometimes, like, mama, that's not your business. But I feel like the Lord placed me on this earth to help somebody. That's why I never had to work, and that's why I was always blessed with a good man that took care of me. If I dealt with a man, I can guarantee you that sucker had my back. You better believe it. He gonna have my back, or he can roll out. And that's one of the things that we as women need to we need to understand. Yeah, a lot of times the men, they talking in your ear and stuff, but you better go to God about this. You better let God place that for you. But anyway, so we did together, Twine and everybody and stuff got some things together, and Hippolyte, Ernest Hippolyte, I think is his name. He used to be a police officer. I think he runs the Elite right now. He barbecues across from the Elite and stuff. That man did what he had to do for Maman, somebody he didn't even know. So God bless you. God bless you, my buddy. I call you my buddy because I really, you're my Facebook friend. I really don't know your name, but you've always been kind to me, even as a police officer. And I like the way you handle your business. But anyway, that man was up maybe whatever time, 2:00 in the morning, whatever, barbecuing, whoever else helped him, I don't know. But they did a pork steak sandwich sale, and being that Maman and Candy, they really not really say per se people persons. Candy's got a good heart, but she's silent. And that's really the way they are. They not like Maman. Joby more or less and Ann more or less, like more or less people. But we did a benefit, and things started getting where nobody was really, other than the people had kind of made orders and stuff. And at the time, I hadn't long out of the hospital. I was sick, so I really couldn't pump nothing and push nothing for them. So after I noticed that these things weren't moving like they should have, and even though Maman wanted to be, they cremated Maman, as I want to be too. That still had to be paid for. Even the people here, if you decide to cremate your loved one, that's like over $4,000. I'm not sure if it's $4,800 or something like that, just to cremate somebody. Anyway, so let's just say we made it happen. Let me tell you something. I got out there and I started taking, they had the bags fixing them stuff. I got in the street with a poster. Me, Broderick, Racist, Sonny Boy, Kelly, and look, this turned into making them laugh because they was laughing at me. I was in the street with the sign, with the bags, and we started putting them on top the hood of Kelly truck and selling it. We started selling it 2 for $6, then we were selling it 2 for $5. If you gave us $2, we gave you a pork steak sandwich, 2 pork steak sandwiches. We started off 1 pork steak sandwich. It started getting dark. I didn't want to hold this food. I didn't want them to take this food home. I wanted that food to not go to waste, and sell because you know what? Because I'm loyal to family. Family means everything to me. And they might not be my blood family, but they're my family. So to this family, and I know I stayed more on this with the burial expense, but remember, I'm a willing vessel for the Lord. To this family, if y'all need me to help y'all do anything, contact me. Contact me. No, I'm not going to just overstep my boundaries, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Go to the DJs. I'm more than sure your husband, your son, your brother, your cousin has partied with somebody, and y'all know somebody that can help y'all to do something better than putting this on Facebook where nobody's funding it. Do something. And if you need me, I have some ideas. Contact me. 337-251-3685. My phone number is on Facebook. Call me. I'm going to do whatever I can do to help y'all. Remember one thing. Keep family first and God for us all. Love your family no matter what. protect your family. And look on Trivany Gilliam, Boomer Gilliam, Shirley Gilliam page and find out with Trivany Gilliam how you can get some burial insurance, some life insurance, go to your funeral home. I don't know if Letitia Vital still sells insurance, but it's important today that we stop burdening our families, because as much as we party, as much as we shop, as much as we buy things, we can have just enough life insurance, even if it's to be cremated. I love y'all. Take time today to fund the account that's on my page. God bless. My hair ain't looking too hot today, y'all, but I slept late. We're retired. Peace.